Sorry, are we starting the show?
You can start the show.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, man. I was busy watching Daniel Sedin playoff goals, man.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got distracted, man.
Oh,
It's 15 minutes of heaven, man. That's all it is.
Shout out to Daniel Sedin. How do you do it, man? That's crazy, man. Today was the best day in Canuck history. We talked about it. It was. Best day in Canuck history. No, that's a bold. Okay. Let me finish in like 4 or 5 years, okay? It's been the best day for a Canuck fan.
You can't over-exaggerate this, man. Like, Daniel Sedin, 1,000 points. You talk about humble. You know, Daniel Sedin scores the goal, his 1,000th point. Yeah. And then into the media after the game, he's like, oh, you know, it was lucky. It just hit his stick. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it was true, but that's just the character of the Sedins, man. They're just humble dudes. They're humble individuals.
No, today was just a good day to be a Canuck fan, man. And straight up, I can't. Bro, just go Canucks, man. I felt good, man. Today was one of those days where I just want to tell everyone I'm a Canuck fan, you know? There he is.
Did you know in the series against Chicago, 2011, he had 5 goals against the Blackhawks, man. That was prime Daniel Sedin, man. That was 5 goals in 7 games. Like, I think Burrows obviously gets the credit with that game.
Man, I come on your show and you already bring up 2011. Come on, man. Let's just talk about the good times, bro. Let's just talk about the good times.
Those were the good times, man.
No, today was a good time. Today was a good time. Let's just talk about the city.
Where would you rather be? Would you rather be April 2011 or would you rather be here right now?
Because I know what's to come. Fucking June 2011. Misery, dude. Misery, man. Failed promises.
The playoff
That shit was crazy, man. I can't even grow a beard, man. But it's all about the Twins today. And I know it's Daniel's moment, but I think this is a moment where the NHL may look back and be like, damn, we're lucky to have Henrik and Daniel in our league, because it's like I said, it's like a 30 for 30 ESPN story like happening right now before our eyes.
ESPN, get on that, man. Come on. You know, you're talking about today was all about Sedins. The last 17 years have always been all about the Sedins, man. Yeah. That's the way it is. They have been the franchise, man. Yeah. At least since the lockout, right? So at least a decade of Sedinery, man.
Wow, man. It's my pops, bro. Shout out to my pops.
Pops. If you could describe the Sedins in one word, what would you say?
It's humble, for sure. I don't even know, man. Like, humble, it doesn't even do them justice, because like a mediocre hockey player could be humble. So there's so much more to them. They're just fucking sick hockey players, man. And 1,000 points, fucking Twins, man. Daniel, man, you killing it.
And you know what? He doesn't really get a lot of credit for being a sniper, but he has scored some sick goals in his day, man. Like the classic Daniel Sedin toe drag. How about you, man? You got a favorite Sedin goal of all time?
For me, it was definitely between the legs against Kiprusoff. Yeah. Henrik won the scoring title, just based off how filthy that whole thing was. But that goal does not even get enough credit.
No,
it's not even. It's not in enough highlight packages. I don't even see it. But like that goal is crazy. A between the leg pass to Daniel, which was like a tip between the leg pass to Daniel, and then Daniel scores between his legs.
If you're that Flames defenseman in that moment, I can't remember who it was.
It was Ian White.
It was Ian White, eh?
It was Ian White.
Ian White was he was out of the NHL after that, right? He was
Ian White was an NHLer. He was an NHLer. He must have been a good team guy because he was always like a tweener defenseman, like 4 or 5, but he had some.
He was out of the NHL after that, right? He was done.
Why are we talking about Ian White, dude? Shout out to Ian White. Send us a jersey.
Oh, do you think Ben Hunt's Ian White?
That's a great question, dude. I mean, if he can put up like 20 points, 20, 30 points, because he hasn't talent. Damn, that's kind of depressing. But hey, but if you can get a free number 4, number 5 defenseman, which like Hutton is, because we got him from college, and he's only making under $3 million. Just like leave it alone. Like, he doesn't have to be a top 4 guy. We have Tanev, Stetcher, Levy, not really much.
Do you have a favorite Daniel Sedin moment? And for me, I find it hard because I think these guys, they're just the model of consistency. Daniel and Henrik, you know, they've wowed us with their Sedinery over the years, but it's hard to pick one moment because they've always been amazing. I don't really have you talk about the between the legs goal. That was unreal. But if there's one Sedin moment that stands out in my head, like it's hard for me. Yeah. For Henrik, in my head, it's the goal in the 4th overtime against Dallas. I mean, that was legendary, man.
Everyone thought that was such a boring game, but when you're a kid, you don't analyze the game like that.
You don't care. You just want to see the goal.
Every play is good. A fucking icing is good. You're still on the edge of your fucking seat. But no, that was a crazy goal. They played good in that season. That was the 1 year where they kind of like took the next step. And then obviously after the lockout, it was Anthony Carter, blah blah. But
they played with some thugs, man. Like a Cassian, Brad Isbister, Byron Bitts.
That's crazy.
They have played with some weird dudes.
These guys have had 100 line mates. Remember they played with Byron Bitts. Do you remember that?
Byron Bitts,
and didn't Bitts score like 2 goals in a game? Or did he score a hat trick?
No, he got a couple. I think he got a couple. I don't think he got the hat trick in
not
that game, but.
Who are your top 3 Sedin line mates of all time?
Burrows is number 1.
Yeah.
And then Hansen is number 2 for sure.
You think Hansen's number 2?
Bro, because he played good with. I'm a Honey Badgers man. I love Yannick Hansen, one of my favorite players, just based on like what he did. He always just worked hard, just fucking always grinded hard. I'm calling it, man. I think when he's a UFA at the end of the year, he might come back to Vancouver.
He misses the Sedins right now, man.
Maybe.
He's been a healthy scratch in half those Sharks games. I know.
That's crazy.
You think about how much he was valued here and how much he's been devalued in San Jose.
Yeah.
It's tough for Yannick, man. I love to see Yannick back.
No, he's a good
Let's get D on the show. And D, come on our show and tell us about how much you love Yannick Hansen. That's what we really need. I like positive people.
I love positive people too. That's why I follow Taj. That guy's the man. If you don't have him on your Canuck Twitter feed, you're just not living Canuck Twitter life, man. Yeah. You don't need to have Taj on Twitter. It doesn't matter if you're just trolling and shit. Get angry, be with them, laugh at him. It's sick.
Yeah.
Just don't take it seriously. That guy's display picture hasn't changed since. You want to talk about a model of consistency? Taj, you just been consistent since like 20. When did I hop on Twitter? Like 2011, man. You crazy. This is crazy, man. We've talked about the cities. Now we talked about like Brad Isbister, fucking Ian White, Yannick Hansen.
That's the dream team right there. Brad Isbister, Ian White, Yannick Hansen,
yeah,
Byron Bitts, and Taj. That's the dream team.